Once again, the government is called out to be on a witch hunt. Amnesty International has halted all its operations in India and has said that it has decided to let go of its staff after all its bank accounts were frozen earlier this month as a part of what it called out to be a witch hunt by the current government. My colleague Tushar did a detailed video on this yesterday as to how Amnesty India calls out this entire incident as a witch hunt. The video also explains the FCRA violations by Amnesty and the accusations of money laundering on the organization. Now, let us take a brief recap to see what all has happened and why Amnesty is in the news. Amnesty India, in a detailed statement issued on its website on Tuesday, said that it has decided to shut its shop in India following the complete freezing of its bank accounts by the Modi government. And it called out this entire thing to be a witch hunt. In the same statement, Amnesty India said that the organization has been compelled to let go of its staff and to pause all of its ongoing campaigns and research works in the country. As a response to the witch hunt that Amnesty India called out, the Ministry of Home Affairs, or MHA, said that the statements that are made and the stand that Amnesty International has taken are unfortunate, exaggerated, and are far from the truth. Elaborating upon certain facts, the Ministry of Home Affairs also drew attention to the point that Amnesty International had received a permission under the FCRA only once, and that too 20 years back from now. Since then, despite of repeated applications by Amnesty International, it has been denied the FCRA approval by successive governments at different points of time, as according to the law, it is not eligible to get any such approval. The same thing had once happened in the Congress government rule too. At that point of time, owing to these illegal practices of Amnesty, even the previous Congress government rejected the repeated applications of Amnesty to receive foreign fundings or funds from the overseas. This led Amnesty calling out to the suspension of its India operations once during that time too. However, in order to find a way out from the FCRA regulations, Amnesty UK remitted large amounts of money to 4 entities that are registered in India and classified it as to be a foreign direct investment or FDI, said the Ministry of Home Affairs. The bipartisan and purely legal approach taken towards Amnesty under different governments at different points of time makes it very clear that the entire fault lies in the doubtful processes to secure funds for its operations which is adopted by Amnesty. However, Amnesty is free to continue all its humanitarian work in India, as is being done by many other organizations in the country, said the Ministry of Home Affairs in its statement. Since no one, absolutely no one, is placed above the law, and in India, as the settled law goes, it does not allow any interference in domestic political debates by entities that are funded by foreign donations. And this law applies equally and shall apply equally to the Amnesty International organization as well. The people of India have placed an unparalleled trust in the current Modi government and has slammed Amnesty, which has time and again failed to comply to the legal and local regulations, for making comments on the democratic and plural character of our country, India. In totality, the Ministry of Home Affairs in its statement has well brought out the shallowness and hollowness of the claims of Amnesty and has debunked the narrative of a witch hunt that Amnesty was trying to weave around. Thank you.